The time is now. It's back to the Ron. It's like, wow, he's back to the Ron. I'm in the booth straight dropping dimes. Clark Kent Daily Planet, the Metropolis Times. I see you back here to get you some. One by one, I'm rhyming under the gun. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. Pure, raw, uncut rap. Back to the rhyme. Now's the time. Time to rewind because it's back to the rhyme. Back to the rhyme. Now's the time. Time to rewind because it's back to the rhyme. 30 seconds. Man, I messed that up. I ad libbed that line 5 and 6. Come on. I swear there's something up with the camera, but I don't know. Is this looking normal? It's always not great, but all right, here we go. Okay, so let's get the list. Let's look at the list. Let's get it up here. I'm in the man closet. So here we have. Let's start with down here. It's the album sales. School Us album sales. So I had someone on my route who had heard from a former employee. So you rap? Yeah, rap. You want to know how good of a rapper your mailman is? Get this. They didn't go for it. But they said they're going to check out the No Hope and go on YouTube and look up No Hope. So and we'll talk about that in a minute. But I didn't get a sale off that. Let's do it this way. I'm not protesting. I'm trying to, people have been taking knees. When you get in the huddle, you just take a knee. Now they make taking a knee such a bad thing. My Reformation video. That's on hold. You will be glorified on hold. So YouTube channel. So thank you, Alex, for the work you've done. And like I said, I expect that once the election's over, I'm going to focus on getting those views up with it, add on to the work he's done. So I did check before going on here. And so now that channel, my other channel, has No Hope and Keep on Dreaming. I think it has an extra subscriber, so thank you to somebody. But they're not hearing this because they're on the other channel. On the other channel right now, I'm not adding any content. So there's got to be something there. I'm gonna have to think about what I can add to that. If there's gonna be somebody, it's one thing to put flyers up, but we got to have some content coming on there. So I'll have to work on that. Oh, but I do have the John B. So if I can get with him, maybe make a song or here or there, that might be nice. So that's that. Rules of engagement. So that's going to be my focus. Oh, before I continue. So No Hope is up to about 497 views. Keep on Dreaming's at around, oh man, can't remember. Might be 87. It's increased. So that's good. So that's the update. Rules of engagement. So that's the thing. I don't know if when I was on here last week, if I mentioned I thought I was ready to roll, and then I looked at my old emails, so there hasn't been any progress with that. I'm going to have to get on the phone with Neil on Tuesday. Okay, after I talked to someone from church who's a lawyer, he said, yeah, you can do it on a budget. You do this, it would be hours and hours. There's no way. So I'm going to get with Neil, and so it's a session performer agreement, and it's the like the artwork agreement. So I need to get those signed, and then the IRSC. So those are things I don't need to talk to him about the IRSC, but the other two, I need his help. So Neil will be calling you and emailing or whatever, and then hopefully I have time to get signatures from Dale and from Garrett. So if we go back, I'll continue. So Bellevue Ballers. keep working on it. That's the funding mechanism. It's a work in progress. Battle hymn of the parents. So that's the quickest thing I can do to get some content on YouTube. As I said, ballots. I'm delivering the ballots. By the way, I should show you. I can't show you. I gotta say this. I got 2 ballots exact in person. One person got 2 ballots. Did you hear what I said? One person got 2 ballots, same exact name, first, middle, last. Now, I can't say I've seen it a bunch, but isn't it a bit of a concern that somebody could get 2 ballots, which means 2 votes? So it's easy to understand why you got a lot of problems. And so who's going to intercept it? Me, the mailman? And then I brought it up to the supervisor. Just deliver it. Just deliver it. Just don't get in the middle of it. Just deliver. Okay. So, we're just supposed to look the other way, I guess. I mean, it's not our job to be ballot police or anything, but that's crazy. It's not hard to imagine that could happen a lot. All right, so that's going to be I wanted to show that, but I can't. So Battle Hymn of the Parents is going to be the easiest thing to get on. So I want to talk about it because I even saw a sign in someone's window about sex ed for, what was their sign? It said something about sex ed for everyone, or, like, it's just crazy. It's crazy. Let's face it, people don't universally have the same opinion of how to teach kids about sex, right? Is that pretty? That's what it's referendum I-90. I think it's I-90. It's not everyone does not agree how to go about teaching sex to kids. So why is the school going to do that? That's crazy. That's crazy. So no, there's not going to be universal agreement, and there's going to be, and it's not going to. I was reading the information on it, and it said this is not that. It said that nothing's going to happen until 2022. So you won't start seeing stuff being implemented in schools until a couple of years out, a year or 2 out. But from what I've heard, it's not good. It was, I go straight to those rebuttals and all that stuff. Just let's get down to it. Let's get down to what's the rebuttal. You don't have to read through all this stuff, but I think the main disagreement is probably who should be teaching this stuff and what should be in it. Now, I think people who are pushing for it say you can opt out of it. Fair enough. And people should be paying attention to what their kids are learning. And maybe this would be a good opportunity for people to really pay attention to what they're teaching their kids. And my child as well, which I do pay attention to, and my wife does. But she's in a private school too. And I'm thankful for that. So, Battle Hymn of the Parents is, I might only be an hour away from getting that uploaded onto YouTube. Man. So, wall chairs, is that gonna work? God. So I could be an hour away, and that's going to be the first thing. I mean, I got to get with if we go down the list, Trump's going to thump. I mean, I've run out of time just about. I hit too many speed bumps and obstacles with my time, but it is what it is. I'm going to keep working on it. I got to do it a certain way, and I am going to, and then finally complete the songs. For I've made lyrics for on YouTube. I think John B would be the man for that. So I think I'll be meeting with him. The plan is next Wednesday. I need to be on top of that. We're supposed to get together, get to know each other, have coffee. Oh man, that was painful. I shouldn't have done that. 10 minutes like that on my knees are not. There's a lot of people a lot better knees than mine for sure. They're good enough for delivering mail up and downstairs. They're not for doing that. Okay, so yeah, complete song. So okay, so let's see. Yeah, I kind of shared with you one thing. I'm gonna. There's a song I have a couple songs in mind. So this song I'm working on. We can go back to the rhymes right now. I hope everything's okay. It might be the lighting or something. Um. So yeah, I mean, current events, I think it'll come to play in the song I'm about to work on in the next song. But I really want to maybe go a different direction for the next song. All right, so song I'm working on. I said I don't think I'll go past a verse because I'm not that hyped on it. But a cover up, so no open up. I mean, it's kind of one, it's the only reason I get into this stuff is because it's all around. Okay, here, I'll say this. I was delivering packages today, parcels on Sunday. That's what I've been doing lately. Since there's no open up of churches, I could talk about that because it's crazy. If there's no open up of churches, and one fellow on my route who's got a small congregation says they might have to shut down again. So they're going to tighten it up again. Close, even though they're doing all these rules and all this stuff. It's just, I watch football for 2 seconds and I see a player on the sideline and a dude next to him with a mask. That's enough for me to turn it off. I mean, I think all the protesting stuff's got more or less gone away, but that mask thing, I mean, face mask, that's fine. I don't want to see that. I'll see a mask on the ground when I'm delivering mail, walking, and it's like, it's almost as repulsive to me as seeing a used yes condom, nasty. I just feel sick, you know. So that's how I feel. I guess a lot of people, including the happy mask wearer, are very happy about it. That's how I feel. Not changing. So, and I don't think I can ever see myself getting in the medical profession. All right, so here's the wrap so far. A cover up, so no open up, right? A cover up, so no open up. Transparency, a fantasy. Normalcy, the destiny. The best in me has to be specificity and brevity. When can we just be we? We hide all the while inside. The pain I had on this ride. Taken for a ride. Deception worldwide. Man, I didn't remember what I wrote. Okay, well, that's pretty thoughtful. A cover up, so I'm gonna have to go back into it because I really didn't know what I. A cover up, so no open up. Transparency, a fantasy. Normalcy, the destiny. The best of me has to be specificity and brevity. When can we just be we? We hide all the while inside. The pain I'd had on this ride. Taken for a ride, deception worldwide. So what I was trying to do is rhyme in the verse, in the line, and I was doing that. I kind of extended it out there on line 9. Taken for a ride, deception worldwide. Pain I had while we hide all the while inside. The pain I had on this ride. Taken for a ride, deception worldwide. Um, Interesting to try to have I guess if you have a long word as the first word, you can rhyme with it at the end of the line or the sentence. Take it for a ride, deception worldwide. I said ride again. The pain I had on this ride. Take it for a ride, deception worldwide. There's all these rhymes with that, but I'm not going to do that. really the biggest painful thing. Like I said, I'm working Sundays is not to congregate. It's crazy. Maybe I'll just say that. Pews, pews empty. Satan smile plenty. Did I say last week? I don't know when I came up with the thought about. I might have said it. I shouldn't repeat, but it's just interesting. Feminists argue, or there's people out there arguing that God's a woman. And I just wanted to know, did they think Satan? Did I bring that up? I don't even know my own what I've been talking about, but that's just interesting. And they talk. I never hear them talk about how Satan's got to be a woman. Satan has to be a woman. All right. But men that are so evil, so maybe they have to say. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe God's a woman, Satan's a man. Pews empty, Satan smile plenty. Congregation. Congregation on permanent. I mean, you can't say permanent. Congregations on indefinite vacation. You hear this Cuomo in New York talk about he wants to permanently. I mean, the guy's not going to. He's not the permanent governor. He wants to permanently close synagogues. Did he say mosques? Let me do some research on that. He talked about permanently closing synagogues and churches. I don't know if he talked about permanently closing mosques. I have to do some checking, but he's threatening, right? He's gonna make you choose between man or God. That's what he wants you to do. All right. Congregations on indefinite vacation. Invitations. I'm gonna find the wrong. Don't worry. Invitations. I want to allude to the idea that like wedding invitations to events are somewhere. Invitations. Uh, a way station, not a way station, but invitations. Oh, invitations. Invitations, destination, transfer station. Yeah, it's a very. Hold on. Invitations, find their way to the transfer. Invitations, invitations to the transfer station. Thinking, I want to say, never had the chance to see the light of day, but that kind of breaks from the pattern. So, I could say they never had the chance. They never had the. They never. They never could see day. If I get the reason I'm saying it that way because I realize if I say they never could, never had a chance to see the light of day in all this business, it gets so wordy you forget that they and day rhyme. Or say they never could see day. It's, you can hear the rhyme there. All right. So they never could see day. I could say they never could see the light and all that, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to stay working this. Never could see day. Um, we got to finish with talking about this cover up stuff. Now, I could say, I could transition. Listen to this. Was I talking about they never could see the light of day in reference to a cover up? No, I was talking about it in reference to wedding invitations or whatever. But I could, what do they say? Segue, but I'm kind of moving that way. I could say that's a rhyme. Segue, I'm moving that way. I'll segue, I'm moving that way. Segue, I didn't even know how to spell except for I think I saw it on that thing where you stand up. What happened to those? Oh, let me get the exact spelling for segue. I don't know if I've never even written it out before, but like I said, I've seen it. Ooh, that's not tough. Man, S-E-G, oh man, this might take a while. I hate to be such a bad speller, but I want to say look at that. To make a transition directly from one section or theme as of music to another. Music. Italian there follows. Seguir, follow, okay, so segue, yep. Uh-oh. What was I saying? Let me get the spelling right. S-E-G-U-E. I'll segue. Q. I'll segue. And finish this way. Really, gotta say this. Scary. Okay, and I don't know how representative this is of how where people are at. So there's some website. It's like a polling website. I think they survey people. They ask, and I just clicked on mask, COVID, whatever the heck. Said 71% of people think the federal government should mandate. Now, I don't know if that's who's answering this thing. That's scary, though. It's not the federal government's job, but who knows that? If it wasn't for me taking an interest in politics, I wouldn't know what the federal government's role is and the state government's role and states' rights and things of that nature. Now, someone could come out here and argue, well, it's they want to nationalize stuff so that it's centralized stuff, but it's a global. I mean, it shouldn't be national. It should be global, a global mandate, right? Why not? Why stop at national mandate? So I'll segue and finish this way. Progenitor, holy cow. I haven't heard that. That's such a heavy word. But the originator, to say who's behind it, it's kind of interesting if you think about who's the original mask wearer. And finish with the original mask wearer will never see his, will never, the original mask wearer lurks behind the scenes. It's interesting to say that the person behind getting the mask to wear masks, let's do that as a, I might not have a hook. I'm going to do it that way. I'm going to go to a second verse. Let's do that. Okay. That's verse 1. I'm just going. Verse 2. Who got the mask to wear the masks? I have a song about the mask. Great. One day, I swear. You know, I mean, a lot of my goals are, I have some of my best work it's in here, it's in my heart. And I have a song about that. Working at video only. I remember I came up with it. God gave it to me. I'm thankful for it. And I pray for the day I can put it out because it's good. Who got the mask to wear the masks? So the WHO, I guess China runs the WHO. Crazy. There's crazy stuff, man. There's crazy stuff. China, Biden, Burisma. Okay. Who got the mask to wear the mask? Who will be the last one to ask? That's a good line. Who will be the last one to ask? Because we know the first ones, you know, if you talk about, well, I'm done. I'm going to finish on this. First ones to ask whatever. Who's the last person to finally ask a question? What is up? Who will be the last one to ask? We're not even really that concerned because that person, you know, they're more close to. So I will have to recite this. Ooh, good timing. It's messing up. I'll recite this next time. Back to Ron.